What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay checking in, man. We out here in Kansas City, and North Kansas City to be specific, delivering this load. And got about a week till we go home, man. Week till we go home. What you doing, bro? What you want? You want to be on the camera? Come on. Say hey to the people. Look how big this nigga head is, bro. Look at this nigga. Look how big his head is. This dude is 5 months. Look at this. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look. See the camera? All right, go and get down, man. Go and get down. Go and get down, please. Can you get down, please? Please, pretty please. I love you too. I know. Yep. So you just gonna sit right here? Okay, so I guess I gotta sit right here, do the video like this, cause he ain't going nowhere. So I'm in North. If the angle is a little funny, my last stand kind of lost its stickiness. Pause. So I bought this quick little $30 stand, but it's not as flexible, so I can only like go at a certain angle. So I'm gonna probably get a better stand, but I'm just not gonna pay $100 in the truck stop for the stand that I want. I'd rather get to a Walmart. But anyways, so I was sitting here trying to get my next load from my dispatcher, and he had called me, right? And he was like, you got 2 forms of ID? I'm like, yeah, I got my CDL, got my social security card, and I got my TWIC card, so I'm cool. And so when he said, okay, I'll call you right back, he told me he was working on the load. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking like, only places I've been in the past that I've needed that type of identification is either some type of federal ground, or it's like, yeah, some type of fed ground, like so bases, contract places, commissaries, place like that. And so I hit him back. I said, yo, am I going to a military base? He was like, probably. I said, okay, cool. I said, find out what the policy is if I got a gun, like if I got a weapon. And, I ran into this before, where I was on my way home. I think it was the last time I went home. I actually went up to, it was a place up in by Richmond. I forgot what the exact name was. It's like right there off of, I think that's 95, and you go off, and then you go like maybe like 3 exits down. You go off, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's 895. If you're familiar with the Richmond area, it's after you go over that big ass bridge where you can see Richmond off of 895. So it's like you go from, if you're coming from say 64, you're 64 to 295, and then 295 to 895. 895 take you over that big bridge, and then you go down, and then it's like, it's some type of like, bruh, my pillow though. Leave my shit alone, man. You showing that on the camera. Anyways, pillow back up there. But it was like some type of defense place, like a defense, like some type of military defense where they had like tanks out there, military vehicles. It was almost like a distribution center, it seemed like. It wasn't a base though, but it was like a military operation. And when I went there, they asked me, did I have a weapon on the truck? And I told them, yeah, like it's legally owned. Having a gun to me is the same thing as having a cell phone. It's only as dangerous as you let it be. A cell phone is dangerous if you're using it while you're driving. A gun is dangerous if you're using it while committing a crime. You know what I mean? But guns just never has been like a big deal to me. I'm from Virginia, Second Amendment state. I got family who live on both sides of the law, so guns has never been something that was a huge deal. So of course I carry a gun. Like today's society, what? They pulling truck drivers out of trucks and jumping them, and people doing riots and shit and all that crap. Like, man, I ain't got time for that. Ain't about being a tough guy. It's just about doing my rights. Like, you know what I mean? I haven't done anything to lose my right to carry, so I'm gonna carry. But anyway, so when I went there, they asked me, and I told them like, yeah, I got a gun on the truck. And they told me, they thanked me for my honesty, and they told me that I couldn't come on the premises with the weapon, of course, and they was like, you got to go find somewhere to store it and then come back. They was real cool about it. These were military police, MPs. And I was like, okay, cool. So what I did was I went and got like a cheap hotel. It was actually the cheap hotel down the street from Abilene, right there off Willis Road. It's like a little rundown motel joint with truck parking, and I went and paid like $36, and got the room for like for the duration of my delivery. I went and got the room, put my gun in my book bag, put it in the hotel room, left it in the hotel room, went, delivered the load, came back, got my gun, and then went on home. And it was no big deal to me. So to prevent another situation like that, to where I'm showing up to the guard shack of whatever military base he was about to try to send me to, for the load, I was just like, yo, like, you know, what's the policy? So I can know ahead of time. And I guess he told the broker that I had a gun, and he lost the load. He said, he called me and said that, you know, brokers, if you have a gun, or if you tell them you have a gun, a lot of times they won't give you the load, because, you know, different states have different regulations when it comes to guns. And I'm like, man, well, it's a legally owned gun. It ain't like I'm out here like, you know, doing something crazy. It's just, and he was like, it doesn't matter. So I don't know if the state that I was gonna go to is one of those, like, because, you know, when you go up north, that's why I try not to go up north at all. When you start going up into the Marylands, PAs, Jerseys, and all that, you know, them gun laws up there a little different. You know, that's why you don't see me up there a lot. You know, I try to stay in the Midwest and in the West and the South, because, you know, most of those are open state. You know, I was thinking about getting my concealed carry, but I don't know, man. I really don't need it as a truck driver, because from my understanding, there really isn't no regulations about having it on a commercial vehicle. This is technically like our home, you know. And me personally, I'm gonna have it regardless. Like, until somebody shows me a law stating that you cannot transport firearms on a commercial vehicle, I'm gonna always have my gun with me. I'm just not gonna be out here bucket naked, you know what I'm saying? And it's just too much more risk for me, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, nothing will probably ever happen. You know what I'm saying? The internet thugs will make their threats, you know. I don't put myself in any bad situations anymore to get caught out there like that. So it's really, you know, but again, it's like what is, like a condom. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All it take, you know, you can have a million times where you have it and you don't need it, and all it takes is that one time when you need it, don't have it, and that's all she wrote. So that ain't gonna be the story of Jay. You know what I'm saying? And if you're an owner operator or a lease operator, you know, only thing I can tell you is check with your company policy. But at the end of the day, I think LoShawn said it a long time ago. Is that company policy worth your life? That's what you gotta ask yourself. It ain't worth mine. So that's what happened, man. I lost the load because of my gun. But any load I can't take because of my gun is probably a load I don't want anyways. So that's what it is, man. You know, I guess be careful. You know, if you decide to, you know, choose loads over your life or loads over your safety, then I hope they're paying you ridiculously amounts of money. You know, for me, it's not even I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just paranoid, or maybe I'm just, you know, extra. Who cares? You know, I am what I am. So that's all I got for you guys, man. Besides that, I'm sure I'll get another load. Like I said, the market is going crazy right now anyway, so I have no doubt. What the hell? Got a sword? That shit look crazy as fuck. How you doing? It's not a tails. That shit look big as fuck. That shit's badass. That nigga got a fucking sword. Holy shit. That is crazy. I've never seen that. Like, he had a whole like, that shit like 6 feet long. It's like a fucking ninja sword. That's crazy. And his motherfuckers like that, walking around with shit like that, is why I got my perfect timing. Look at God. I should have goddamn recorded him. Matter of fact, let me see if I can turn this joint around. Hold on right quick. Y'all see him walking. He got a sword. I don't know why I waited so long to turn the camera around. Motherfucker had a sword. That is crazy. I turn my camera back around. There you go. Yeah, motherfucker had a sword. Like, I ain't wanna. That's crazy. But anyways, that's why I carried my shit. Look at God, perfect timing. But as always, man, y'all know the vibe. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, man, as always, keep pushing your goals closer to what you think they is, man. I'm go.